Now Corriveau into Chase Curvers. Bumps him. Greg Smith to the blue line, but not out. Here's a shot, McLean hits Pete Peters right in the face mask. Another drive by Mark Johnson. That hit the goalpost. And the Capitals attack Mark Johnson. Curvers jumps in on top of Corriveau. Pete Peters is down on the ice, flat on his back. And I don't even know if he's conscious at this point. Trainer Stan Wong has been hustled out there.
But I don't know if you can really blame Mark Johnson for firing when he sees the goaltender down. If you don't hear the whistle, awful tough to stop your shot. Now we will see if this heats things up. There you see how that high drive is completely knocked Peters out. He is flat on his back, and then Peter Sundstrom went after Mark Johnson, who whistled that last shot in there.
You know, there's some real concern here. Not only is Stan Wong out, but the Devils head trainer, Chris Ibsen, has come out as well. Puts it in the corner. Rocking back to play it. Now Hatcher ties up over to Gustafson. He's barreled hard. That's going to be a penalty call as David Maylie charging into Ben Gustafson and wound his clock. Boy, I'm telling you, he came running at him from way out in the Washington zone and just crunched into Gustafson, sending him to the board. And now trainer Stan Wong comes out and takes a spill as he passes by the goal.
How about 5 on this one? You know, this is just idle shot. He had him lined up, left his feet. That should be 5 as far as I'm concerned. We saw in last night's game against Edmonton and Calgary, how Tim Hunter came running after Grant Fuhr and was given 5 minutes for charging.
Gary Galley gets dinged with a shot from close range. Had very little time, none at all, to react. And it looked like he tried to move his head down a bit, but it apparently struck him right in the head. And once again, the doctors are on the ice.
Trainer Stan Wong, who's been out there more than some of the Capital players himself. I think he's been on the ice more lately than Ivan Corriveau. Unlike the injury to Pete Peters, the Capitals have to go now with 5 defensemen. They can't bring a guy like Grant Jennings down and dress him. Similar situation. We have yet to get official word on what the story with Ben Gustafson is. He certainly got his bell rung pretty cleanly, or pretty viciously, I should say, by Kirk Muller, and it's unbelievable. Those 2 minutes came from a 5-stride charge, leaping up in the air, getting the elbows in to try and hit somebody. In the National Hockey League, according to Ron Hogarth, that's only worth 2 minutes of a penalty.
First, the Capitals already missing Rod Langway with a cut calf muscle. Galley's been taken off the ice. There you see Verbeek and Muller combined to knock Hunter to the ice. Malarchuk kicks it free over to Francischetti. Francischetti barrels into Verbeek and knocks him down. Here comes Peter Sundstrom. Lined up by Perry Anderson, who knocks him down, and Sundstrom is not getting up.
I think the Capitals arguing for a penalty. Unless I see something different on the replay, I don't think Perry Anderson deserves a call. Looked like Peter Sundstrom ducked his head down to avoid a collision and got his head and neck in a bad position. What worries me about this injury is that the blow seemed to come and be absorbed by the neck of Peter Sundstrom. But I don't think Perry Anderson deserves a call on this. Take a look at it. Now watch Sundstrom. He knows he's got some contact. Now watch him duck the head. See, I think Perry Anderson just going at him, hits him with the hip, to me, cleanly in that regard. So if the Capitals are arguing for a penalty, I don't think one is deserved here.
Well, at least Sundstrom seems to be the least injured of all the Capitals that have been hurt tonight. High sticking to Anderson.
Immediately,
Now, is Anderson getting a double minor, or is Francischetti? Now Ledyard. Adams is hit hard. Shanahan really bumps Adams into the board. Here comes Sorella out the center ice. We're in the final minute of play in the regulation time. Here's Shanahan, a shot, and it's stopped by Malarchuk. Now Maylie steps in and tries to give another additional push there to the Capitals' Bob Gould. 65 seconds remain in the third period. And with the Capitals clearly in control of this game, David Maylie suddenly starts to strike out and go after Bob Gould. And Swede Knox is doing a pretty good job of keeping him away.
Now, did Maylie get bounced the other night too, Mike? Go back
Yes,
and
he
look.
did.
Well, I would think that he should be in line here for something else, because it seemed like the linesman right in between them, and anytime you got a linesman in the middle there breaking things up, and you start something after the linesmen are in position, it seemed to me like that should be at least a misconduct. At least give him something more.
Yeah, he got a game misconduct in Game 3, so if he gets one here, he'd be suspended from Game 5. So the additional penalties come, but it's only a 10-minute misconduct, not a game misconduct, which would have qualified for disqualification. Now Sorella and Hatcher stand up and start to go, but the linesmen in very quickly to keep them apart.
Boy, did Shanahan run Ben Gustafson from behind as well. Huh.
All this happens just 8 seconds after the last incident. Now Sorella and the Washington Capitals have won the game. The final score 4-1. The Caps even this playoff series at 2 wins apiece.